Hey everybody, welcome into the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. I'm your host, Tony Edward. On your way in, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Spotify or Apple, please leave a 5-star rating and review. Folks, it's getting bloody out there. Bitcoin trading under $110,000 at the time of recording, but bull market still intact. I see a lot of people are getting emotional about this price pullback, right? It seems the whales are doing their job here, stealing people's hearts, stealing their confidence, right? So they start posting negative things, they start attacking each other. It's all par for the course. I've been here for multiple bull and bear market cycles. So you're seeing human emotions play out here. But guys, we don't want to be emotional investors. We want to be smart, informed, intelligent investors. We want to look at the data, and all of the bull market support levels are still intact. Nothing has been invalidated. Folks, if we look at just the Bitcoin chart, we are still comfortably above the 200-day moving average, and we're going to see volatility. Bitcoin's almost, it's about to enter the oversold zone. What happens when it enters the oversold zone? Reversal. Just like it was in the overbought zone at 123K, 124K, and then boom, big crash down, right? So it's all cyclical, and the data just shows you what's happening. Now, the bears are in control right now, right? We got to accept that. But like I said, there will be a point where we bottom out and we start seeing the reversal, and then it will be the next major rally. From a weekly standpoint, you're seeing the same thing, but all the key support levels are in control. Bitcoin dominance continues to break down, and it is showing a lot of weakness. So this is a positive sign for the bull market to continue. The dollar, the DXY, also showing a lot of weakness, and we know there's an inverse correlation. When the dollar is weak and going down, risk assets are going the opposite direction, and vice versa. If you look at the S&P 500, also cooling down a bit here, the Nasdaq as well, even after making the new highs and rallying off the Fed news. But again, all par for the course, guys. It is what it is. You got to accept the volatility. It's the nature of markets. And the whales want to shake you out. They want to rip your hearts out. They want to tear you up to shreds and have you dump and then buy back in and just wreck you. But this is where I've often talked about have the macro view. All of the respective metrics are still intact. Now, one thing that people are sharing, and I need to address it with you, is that Bitcoin is deviating a bit from global M2. Now, it has done this in the past, and it would self-correct. So we're seeing a bit of a larger deviation, but still not enough to call home and say, hey, this whole thing has been invalidated. We need to throw it out. But this is why we don't just look at global M2 and global liquidity. We look at other metrics, right? We've been looking at on-chain data. We're looking at Fibonacci levels. We're looking at Elliott wave. We are looking at on-chain data of what Bitcoin whales are doing. Are they dumping, selling? We've been seeing a lot of accumulation. So this is where, again, not to get emotional about these things, but to use the data. Like I was telling you guys in the tariff crash, we were still in the bull market. People were getting so emotional, so upset. You start seeing it in the comments, right? And again, it goes back to what I was saying. This is what the whales love to do, reset the sentiment to fear, where people get dismayed, they get depressed, and then all of a sudden the market rallies and then they forget about what happened in the past. It's like they have this short-term memory, but you can't have short-term memory. You have to be a student. You have to educate yourself. What happened? Are all the respective metrics that we are tracking for a bull market still in play? And they are. So no invalidation. Now, Raoul Pal gave an updated version of his global M2 chart, and he was the originator of this. He said, here is the original version, replying to someone on X, updated. We always said it wouldn't continue to exact mirror, but contextually should be correct. We had decent sized gaps in the other way around in the past too, and they ended up resolving by Bitcoin catching up to M2. So he's essentially saying the deviation here is nothing new or unusual, and Bitcoin will catch up, right? Because all risk assets are following this model. That's why you see new all-time highs for the stock market, precious metals, real estate, and of course, crypto. So guys, be patient. Like I've been saying, if you're bothered, don't look at your portfolio. I'm up since the bear market bottom of December 2022, but it still sucks to look at my price on my portfolio and see the price is down. So don't look at your portfolio at this point, right? It is what it is, unless there's something cataclysmic that happens, but nothing cataclysmic has happened. This is just a simple correction and no invalidation of the support levels that are keeping us in a bull market. So folks, this is where you touch grass, go out and touch sand. Don't look at your portfolio every day, right? I am not looking at it. I'm not looking at CoinMarketCap and all these things. Now, moving ahead, Gemini has officially launched their XRP credit card. This is a big one. The folks at Ripple tweeted out about this, even Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. So Ripple tweeted out saying, meet the Gemini credit card XRP edition. Pay with dollars, earn extra rewards back on your purchases. 4% XRP on gas, charging, and rideshare, 3% XRP on dining, 2% XRP on groceries, 1% XRP on everything else. Now, this is only available in the United States. I'll check it out. I think this is a nice card to have and to earn these rewards. So I'll let you guys know if I do indeed get one and start using it and what it's like. But this is big adoption news for XRP, and you can imagine other exchanges and platforms are going to launch their own as well. Now, huge news around Solana, folks. Look at this. Galaxy Digital, Multicoin Capital, and Jump look to raise $1 billion for a Solana Treasury Company. So we're seeing a huge push on this digital asset treasury trend here. Most recently, we've been talking about Tom Lee's Bitmine, and they're raising billions of dollars to buy Ethereum. So everybody's gearing up here. This is incredible. So the three firms aim to create a digital asset treasury company by taking over an unidentified publicly traded entity with Cantor Fitzgerald LP as lead banker for the deal. The Solana Foundation has given its endorsement to the effort, which is expected to close in early September, according to people with knowledge of the matter. Now, put your thinking caps on here. Would these guys look to go buy? These VCs and hedge funds go buy right now if we are entering a bear market, as some people have been saying that the bull market's over, right? This bull market sucks. I'm tired, right? No, smart money doesn't operate like that. They're not emotional. They are looking at the charts and the data, and they're saying, hey, we got room for upside here, regardless of the volatility. Let's go take the big bet, and we're going to make X return. That is it. They're not getting emotional. So this is a big sign here. And there's some very big names. I mean, Cantor Fitzgerald, that's a Wall Street firm, of course. That's Howard Lutnick's firm. He's now the Secretary of Commerce in the Trump administration. So guys, do you see what's happening here, right? Put the emotions aside and just zoom out, and you'll see what's happening in the big picture. So this is very bullish for Solana and will certainly help with driving the price up. I'm sure they're going to do more than $1 billion, but it looks like they're starting with $1 billion right now. Now, folks, quick word from our sponsor, and that is VeChain. VeChain is one of the top layer 1 enterprise blockchains out there. They're getting adoption from many big companies and brands around the world who are building Web3 technologies and decentralized applications on VeChain's blockchain. Now, I'm a VET token holder. I have been since 2018. I'm bullish on this project. And folks, some of the key features of the VeChain blockchain includes it's secure, affordable, scalable, fast, and sustainable. Some of the brands they work with include Givenchy, PwC, Walmart China, BMW, Boston Consulting Group. They are even partnered with Dana White and the UFC, doing some very cool things. Most recently, Dana White said he bought like $1 million in VET token. So guys, I'm bullish on VeChain. Check them out. Go to vchain.org to learn more. Link will be in the description. Now look at this. This is very interesting. So Eric Balchunas of Bloomberg, he's a senior ETF analyst, highlighted the following today. He said, new filing for Canary American-made crypto ETF. So Canary funds filing for an American-made crypto ETF. We don't know which crypto assets specifically are going to be in there, but now Eric continues here saying it's a spot product that will hold only coins invented in the US, are majority mined in the US, or have a majority of operations in the US. As we've predicted, thanks to category's success, get ready for ETFs to try every combo imaginable. So folks are getting creative. They're looking to create different types of ETFs, different narratives and so forth. And I don't blame them. You know, there's certainly a big market out there, and we're still very early. So let's see which coins they add. We don't have those details yet, but this is very interesting. The ETF race is heating up here. Now, more altcoin news, folks. Big news around Chainlink. So many of you know I'm bullish on Chainlink. I hold it in my portfolio. They tweeted out today, we're excited to announce a strategic partnership between Chainlink and SBI Group, one of Japan's largest financial conglomerates with the USD equivalent of over $200 billion in total assets. Now, many of you know SBI has worked with Ripple closely. They're invested in Ripple. They're very bullish on XRP, but they've also done a lot around Bitcoin mining, Ethereum, and now looks like they're going to do some stuff with Chainlink. So SBI Group and Chainlink will focus on powering several innovative use cases centered around tokenized real-world assets such as real estate and bonds, regulated stablecoins, and more. SBI Group and Japanese financial services companies will leverage Chainlink services, including the cross-chain interoperability protocol, CCIP, smart data, and proof of reserve to unlock secondary market liquidity and enhance the operational efficiency of tokenized assets while seamlessly fulfilling compliance and privacy requirements. Huge adoption for Chainlink, and it's why I'm bullish, guys. Many companies and other blockchain technologies out there are using Chainlink's products and services. So this is a very big vote of confidence. All right, moving ahead on the topic of Japan, Japan's finance minister says crypto assets could be a part of diversified investments. So it's amazing how the narrative has changed. And you have the biggest of the TradFi world globally, not just here in the United States, but in Japan and other countries, embracing crypto. So they're all pushing it now. Governments are regulating it. So clearly it's here to stay. Clearly, there's room for more upside because it's still very nascent in comparison to other asset classes. So this is really great. All right, the altcoin news continues. Grayscale files an S1 with the SEC to convert the Avalanche Trust into a spot Avax ETF. Now, I have Avax in my portfolio. This is a major update. So another altcoin ETF in the race here. And I think Avax is certainly one of the top coins. You know, just last week, they had tons of adoption news like Wyoming, Japan launching stable coins. They are working with Toyota as well. Big news here. And I think Avax is going to be one of the winners for sure. Final news item, the SEC Crypto Task Force met with Kraken to discuss tokenization of traditional assets, which includes a proposal for tokenized trading systems and regulatory frameworks to operate it. So Kraken has been making a big push to get tokenized stocks out, and it looks like they want to build some tokenized trading systems and expand their services. And they're not the only one. Robinhood, Coinbase, all the major exchanges are looking to do this, folks. So exciting times. I hope you're seeing the bigger picture, what's being built, the adoption. And, the markets will do their thing, move in this cyclical pattern. Guys, in a month or two, we're going to look back at this and many people are going to forget it, right? Because I see already people get emotional. They just go with the sentiment of the market versus being even keel and just understanding the data and so forth. But I'm trying to help you guys go on that education journey to learn what's happening here, not to panic. Because if you're panicking and you're worried and you're losing sleep, you're doing it wrong. The whales are messing with your head and your emotions, and you got to grow past that. So hope you guys understand what's happening. And I'm speaking from experience because I used to be like that. And then I studied the markets and took courses and read books and realized what the hell was happening. And this is why I don't use leverage. I buy the bloody bear market. I buy the dips and sit back and ride the waves, right? It's volatile, but ride the waves, the macro trend upwards to new all-time highs. Folks, that's the news. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button. Guys, a great way you can support me is by subscribing to my free email newsletter. It is 100% free. It's on Substack. Link will be in the description. Check out my book on Amazon. It's available in paperback and digital. And my course at mycryptocourse.com. This is a comprehensive course that teaches you every aspect of crypto. It is packed with tons of value. So check it out, folks. Knowledge is power. Expand your knowledge about this technology and asset class. Go to mycryptocourse.com. Link will be in the description. Folks, thank you so much for watching and listening. I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you all later.